This podcast may contain views and opinions which are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any local agency, organization, union, employee, or company, including the podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Off the Clock Shop Talk. Got a couple familiar faces in the room today. What's up, Gerald?
What's up?
How you doing, bro?
Gerald. Pretty good.
Yeah. Gerald. Gary.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Like Jerry. Gerald.
Yeah.
Gary and Gerald.
Gary and Gerald. I got it.
So how you doing today, George?
I'm good.
Hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we're back after a couple weeks. We finally got some time. Been traveling for a couple weeks and doing the West panel and doing JOM. Right, JOM is our joint area labor meeting that has to do for UPS. That has to do with like the Southwest, and then the West has to do with the whole West Coast.
Yeah.
Doing a couple levels of panel, a lot of traveling, busy. Scholarship dinner in the middle of there. Boston was fucking freaking.
I'll fucking bet it was.
Yeah, it was cold. I think the highest it got while we were there was like 16 degrees.
Fuck.
At night.
Damn.
Single digits. One night it was like 1.
Dude, and then over here it's been like summertime.
Yeah,
it's been like 80-something degrees.
I kept checking the weather report back home, and I was like,
fuck those guys.
It's fucking 77. I'm like, wow, that's horrible. But yeah, we're back. Came to talk some business here.
Business talk. All right.
Let's talk business. First of all, Gary, how you been?
I've been good.
Yeah? How are things at CVS? What's going on? Give us the lowdown.
It's good.
Yeah?
From the text messages I get, I've been out.
Oh,
obviously.
Yeah.
I've been out for almost a month now.
Forgot you're doing organizing.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome, dude.
We're on
How's the organizing stuff going?
It's going. We're on a campaign right now. Can't give the name out or anything, but these guys have been pretty locked in for, I want to say, almost a year now. Okay. And it's been underground this whole time.
How many guys in the unit?
What's that?
How many guys in the unit?
Roundabout. I think 68. Okay. Yeah, 68.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not bad, bro.
So it's going. We were kind of worried about that partial government shutdown.
Yeah.
Because I know the NLRB was one of the services that got shut down.
That would have got shut down, yeah.
But now that I believe it's back online now, or the government's back. From whatever their beef was.
Yeah.
They got back to business. So
they wanted more of our money.
Yeah.
It happened.
But these guys we've been working on, they're ready to go. It's getting to that point now where
good. Ready to march on the boss and all that good stuff?
Yeah, that's the plan. We don't know as of today. We don't know exactly which day, but it's going to be coming up pretty soon. Okay. Within like the next week or two.
Well, you guys out there, we can't say, but you know who you are, and good luck. You got a fight ahead of you, but we're ready to welcome you into the 952 family there.
Yeah.
Anything else going? How's CVS that you know?
It's going. I mean,
they got that giant raise that you guys got.
Who did?
You guys.
Oh, from the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we people are happy. As far as I know, it's been going pretty smooth over there. Good set of stewards over there, obviously.
You got my son over there now.
Yeah. So
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
He tells me all kinds of stories. He's like, Gary hasn't been here. And I'm like, yeah, he's out. I just saw him the other day. And he's like, yeah, I feel like he thought he was telling on you.
Gary hasn't been here.
I feel like he thought he was telling on you. He's like, Gary, I haven't seen Gary in months. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's busy.
Yeah, no, I do get those text
above
messages.
Your pay grade, so.
Yeah. I do get those text messages, they definitely notice for sure, but yeah, everything's been pretty smooth over there, especially since after the contract. They've been hiring up a bunch of new people. I know we're supposed to get a lot of work back. The drivers negotiated for a lot of the work, so that's obviously awesome. That affects us in the warehouse. So
yeah, for sure. You guys are going to be busy. I think my son's been working, and I think I don't know for sure, but usually they'll only do 2 hours of overtime, and then they cut it for the day. So like 10 hours.
Yeah, for us on nights, because your son's on the night shift. Yeah. We only do 10 because by the 10th hour, if we're still there, we're already merging with like the second shift coming in.
Got it.
Company doesn't like us to overlap or whatever, but The day shift though, they tend to do 11.
Oh, they'll do more?
Yeah, occasionally.
Okay.
Interesting.
But for us on nights, we're locked in at 10. So
But they've been working 10s on the night shift for a good while. I mean, like a couple months.
It's like the standard now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's every day you walk in, 10 hours. If you get out earlier than that, you're like, oh, we're getting
Ooh,
lucky.
easy
We got an early
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been going. We've been pretty busy, and as far as I know, and from what I've heard, it's been pretty smooth. I mean,
Nice.
we got it pretty locked down over there at CVS.
Yeah,
I,
you
I
guys-
say it all the time when I
Yeah.
get on here, but I mean, it's just the bold truth, you know. I mean, it runs pretty smooth there. And Local 952, and the stewards over there, definitely we hold it down for sure.
And it's been, I'm glad you guys are still pumping out the work. It's been the total opposite at UPS.
Yes. It
Uh,
has.
There has been a reduction of work quite a bit. They're talking about layoffs all over the place.
Yeah.
I know in the Laguna building, they've had. I shouldn't say they've had layoffs so far. They kind of got rid of the people that hadn't made seniority, so they weren't union.
Yeah.
The seasonal hires, what
Yeah. They got
basically
rid of
is what I'm
seasonal
saying.
hires. Yeah.
They got rid of the seasonal hires, and they're talking about layoffs for the preload.
Yeah. I've heard about
No
layoffs for the pre-
layoffs for the drivers yet, but a little weird, right?
little weird. I know we're gonna get another round of the buyout.
Yeah, they
Supposedly.
said
That's
the
right
rumor.
now. It's the rumor right now.
They said in March they're possibly thinking about doing another
Yeah.
round of buyouts. I'm sure that's going to
Then I heard
not
they
make
wanna, I heard they
the
also,
Teamsters happy. We're going to be fucking furious about that because none of that stuff was bargained with us, and we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really know the details of it.
And I know they also want to lay off, or more rumors that they wanted to lay off more management.
Really,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm sure at this point it's just all employees, and that's got to be weird, right? If you're on the management side and you hear like, "Oh, well, they're not just getting rid of fucking drivers; they're getting rid of management." You're over here towing the line for the company, and they're
Yeah.
just like, "Yeah, you're gone."
So why is that? I mean, with just Amazon, because for me, I see a UPS truck in my neighborhood every single day.
Well, they'll be there.
There's
Just
always
fewer of them
Yeah,
in an area is what really is kind of going on, I guess. There's a lot of
yeah. One truck will now cover like a route and a half, maybe two.
Yeah.
That just sounds like they're trying to save money.
It is. That's
Yeah,
how
for
they're.
sure.
That's how they're trying to save money. But at the same time, they're not. This is how I think of it. I don't think they're saving. They're saving money short run, but long term, there's no way they're going to save money because they're going to be paying all the top rate drivers time and a half, and then on top of that, like you're going to take your workforce that is used to working about anywhere from 8.5 to 9.5, maybe 10 hours a day, and now you're making them work anywhere from 12 to 13 hours a day, and you expect them to do that 5 days a week. You're going to kill your workforce.
But I mean, we've and just
And
in all
now
honesty,
that's
we've
higher
gone
risk.
through this before.
Yeah.
We have. I mean, I'm sure there's some bean counter up at the top who's counting all the beans and figuring out, okay, well, is it more or less cost effective to work less drivers and pay them a shit ton of overtime, or to work more drivers and cut them all to 8 to 9 hours? You know what I mean? There's somebody that's calculating that, and sorry about that. I'm a little sick, but there's somebody that's doing that math up there, and they're figuring out, if we put X amount of drivers on, we're paying pension contributions, health care, all these things that come with, being a full-time employee, trying to figure out if it's cost effective or how it is cost effective either way. So now we're kind of back to that whole thing where we're working 12 hours a day, and we've been there before. It's happened.
I get it. I get it. It just seems so fucking crazy to me, especially since literally like 2 months ago they were trying to enforce like, hey, we want our drivers to have a a happy work life. So like work and then a good home life. So we want to get you home early. And like, what the fuck is that? We literally just talked about that like 2 months ago. And all of a sudden it's like, no, you fucking work 12 hours. Right? At least.
Yeah.
And honestly, on from a union standpoint, it seems like damned if you do, damned if you don't. There are drivers that want that much hours, and there are drivers that don't want that many hours. So when there's a reduction of volume and there isn't a lot of work and these guys are working 8 to 9 hours, you'll get a lot of complaints saying, hey, where's our fucking work? Where's our hours? And then when the work is abundant, like let's say COVID, when it's crazy and, everyone's working 12 hours, you get the guys like, I don't fucking want to work this long. I have no home life balance. And I get it. You're never going to make everybody happy.
No, you're not. It sucks because you won't make people happy that way. But also, like, we need guys like to work their 8 at least. So I know like they're sending a ton of guys home. So it'd be like, cool, dude. I'll be in the break room. I'll be sitting there for 8 hours. This is what you guys want to fucking do. Fine. I won't take anything out. I'll just go sit in the fucking break room. But those guys need to fucking stay because when they leave, like it just helps. It helps management be like, hey, we need to cut more routes.
Which, I mean, obviously, there's another part of that, which the company is saying, well, they're threatening the layoffs, right? So it's like, oh, if we have too many people that are going to get their guarantee that they don't have the work for, then they'll just lay people off, right? Now, which brings some issues for them, too, because then they can't cover Saturdays. They can't, do all the things that they need to do operationally. So we're playing chess. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think one of the really good fixes, or at least a strategy to help out, is everyone needs to get on the 9-5 list.
It's so simple, dude. I mean, 9.5 hours worth of work is, and guess what? If you go on the 9-5 list, they're going to make sure you work 9.5 hours.
Yeah.
They're fucking,
for the most part.
Yeah. They
probably will violate you.
Yeah, they most likely will violate you. But they're going to make sure that you have 9.5 hours worth of work on your car. Like, I've never worked exactly 9.5 hours until I was on the list. Like when I was off the list, it could be anywhere, like 8 hours, not 9, 10. But like when you're on that list, they're like make sure that you fucking hit 9.5 hours.
Really?
Like, yeah. So I think it's a good strategy. Like we need the drivers to just kind of like buckle it up and do it not just for them, but like for someone else. But that's the hard part,
Yeah, that is the hard part. And I get it. I say it in my meetings all the time, and I think a lot of people know I've said it on the show, but I loved hours. I wanted to work all the hours I could. That was just me. I live in Corona, so
no, I get that. I get that.
For me, it was like, if I get off early, I'm going to sit in traffic for 2 hours, or I can just get off late, and then my drive is 35 minutes.
35 minutes, yeah.
So it is what it is, but it would be a great fix, to be honest. I mean, or at least a big help.
Yeah.
Get on, spread that love, all the people they're sending home. Maybe instead of sending 20 guys home a day, they're only sending 10 because everyone's on the 9-5 list. And, it's a fucking problem.
Yeah, it is a problem.
And I think how many people signed up for 9-5?
I think less than last year. So like maybe like 55, 60%.
Oh, you had that many?
Yeah.
60%?
There's a good amount of people that want to sign up, but like I would like more.
Yeah.
I would like more.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I've seen centers, just to be honest, that'll have like 15, 16 guys out of 100.
Nice.
That's not that's not great. It's not a great percentage there.
Nice.
And then it kind of gives the company more flexibility, which in this instance I really don't want. I don't want to give them flexibility to screw people over and cut routes, which is another thing they're gonna start doing during the week. I don't know, what's going on in your area. Obviously, we have people from around the country watch the show, but in this area, like district wide at least, they're starting to cut routes midweek, which they really didn't do. It was a Monday thing.
It usually was a Monday, but like this is just something I heard like from somebody else that just expect every single day to be like Monday, and that's going to be throughout all of February.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Fuck, we still have like a long way to go, you know, because normally my Mondays are, I have like two parts of 2 other routes tacked onto my route.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's fucking, it sucks. So it's like,
but there's the other end of that spectrum too, where you're the guy that's getting your route cut every 2 or 3 days, right?
I won't be that because I'm an A route, so they can't cut mine particularly.
Well, that's not
because
true.
of where my route's at.
I mean, it might be geographically or
I think it's
operationally true.
I think it's because it's
the A routes,
but it's geographically.
At least from
because my route,
all the stuff in the panel.
My route borders Dana Point, so there's like no one else that goes that far down.
Yeah,
you know. So unless they were like, they gave the guy next to me, like his route plus my route, I don't think they would do it.
Because it was a strongly held belief for a long time. Well, I'm the A route. They can't cut my route because they got to start with the D route or whatever.
That's true.
But
they should start with the D route.
That's not
entirely true.
Contractually true. We've brought that up in panel, all that stuff, and it doesn't hold.
It doesn't hold because there's no language there.
Yeah, that was a them thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We look at all routes the same. It's just a route's a route. Or it's a route. But so. I feel you guys out there. It's not an easy thing. I know that a lot of people, a lot of naive people, I would say, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but they think that we can tell the company what to do. We can run the business for them. If we don't like what they're doing, we can tell them to stop. We have our contract, and our contract is what we rely on.
That's what I think is
they run the business.
A big issue is like the members don't understand like what literally the union's supposed to do. It's like we're supposed to enforce the contract. The contract it's like a set of rules that like the company has to abide by because
negotiated.
That are negotiated. So if they violate those rules, then you can file a grievance. Like if they overwork you, or if they fuck up your hours, whatever the issue is, that's what the contract's there for. It's there so that way the union can represent you when they mistreat you. You know, like, and I think that's the biggest issue. Is like, yeah, they think that the union and all of its representatives can just go into the office and be like, hey, motherfucker, stop doing what you're doing.
And it was a lot easier back in the day when you could break somebody's legs or blow up their car.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Just to be honest.
Yeah. Those days are like, long gone.
Yeah, those days are long gone.
Long gone.
And we are very...
I love the Irish.
Yeah, right? That movie is dope. If you guys haven't seen it, The Irishman talks a lot about the Teamsters.
Such bad representation.
It is. It really is. Especially someone that
rules.
Especially someone that's not a Teamster or even involved in unions, and they go watch that movie. It's like, man,
like,
fuck
oh
these
God,
guys.
Yeah, that puts a bad taste in people's mouth. But it's funny. That's the common misconception a lot of the times. Those days are gone. We can't do any of that stuff anymore. We don't do any of this. Not that we would want to.
People get mad if you say mean things towards them.
I know. Especially people
Somebody
on the internet.
spoke loudly at me.
They were harassing me, or they were.
They told me to be quiet. A couple octaves too high.
Right.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's what's going on at UPS. Gerald. That is. What's going on
I don't know
there.
anything about UPS.
Oh, back to what you were asking earlier about why is it like that. So, UPS has done some things just recently. Obviously, we're in the process of cutting ties with Amazon. Mm-hmm. So Amazon volume is going away little by little. Every couple months, they have a reduction until it's gone. Why the company says that those packages don't make us enough money. And I really, it's really,
I don't understand the concept.
It's really a weird thing to me. There is some sort of, and I've, in conversation with management and some people, at a higher level, they're like, well, if a package is only going to make us 10 cents profit, we don't want to do it. But my question to that was, okay, so it is making a profit. Number one, that's my first question,
not making
right?
Negative money?
It is making a profit. And, on the back end, it's feeding all these mouths. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck are we why are we giving it away?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So like, oh, we're hurting. We don't have any, the volume's not here. I'm like, you guys are turning away work. They're literally like cutting ties with Amazon. They cut ties with SurePost. Now SurePost is back now that we don't have fucking work.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, that was another thing, right? The SurePost thing. That was actually the next thing I was going to bring up. So, Amazon volume's going away. SurePost, which for those of you guys out there in YouTube and Spotify world, is a contract that UPS had with the post office, where basically the post office is the last mile delivery, if that makes sense.
We do all
so
the
we do the
long
transportation.
treks. Yeah.
You know, we transport it across the country. We'll, you know, whatever, sort it for, you know, the post office that it's going to go to. And then we deliver a bulk shipment to the post office. They break it down and deliver those packages
At a lower rate.
at a lower rate. So we were getting paid for the transportation. Then the post office said that we were charging them too much. And then they ended up cutting ties for a bit. And then from there, a lot of the volume actually went back to our drivers.
Yes.
Which it was like, oh, great. You know what I mean? That's cool. Now, some people, I'm sure, stuck with the post office and their other levels of service that they had. They just didn't have the SurePost thing, right? So we got a lot of that volume. It gave us more work, which was like a little Band-Aid on this whole reduction of work thing. We had, you know, more routes came in, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess they were still in negotiations with the post office, UPS was, and now they've come to an agreement, and SurePost is going back to the post office for the last mile delivery. Sucks. It's kind of like getting kicked in the nuts twice, you know? We're losing. Yeah. So, right? I mean, that's what it's like, right?
Bit, yeah.
Bad timing.
Bad timing.
We're losing Amazon volume. We're now the SurePost is back.
Yeah. I mean, we were bound to lose the Amazon stuff just at the rate that they were, at the rate that they're creating buildings and, you know, their service levels and all that stuff. Yeah. But it's like UPS could have been like, hey, we just want to extend this contract longer. You know, they could have fought a little bit harder to try and keep that volume. But like to say that like it's not making us enough profit is
it's a weird sentiment,
crazy,
right?
Dude.
I mean, if it's going to make you,
unless it's a negative profit,
yeah,
you just think, let's say it's making 3 cents per package. Fine, dude. You're delivering millions of those a day. You're going to see some profit.
Yeah. And you're still, it's still growth.
Profit means profit. It's above what
net
you put
profit.
Into. Yes.
We're not talking about gross profit. We're talking about net profit. You're netting 3 cents per package.
It's not a negative.
You're still making money.
Still making money.
I mean, that adds up.
It adds up. It does add up. You know,
and we're just shooting numbers out there. Look, I don't know what the profit ceiling is. There is some sort of profit ceiling, which is, you know, what I had discussed with some higher up management people. Yeah, there is some sort of profit ceiling where if each package isn't making us whatever, $1.50 or whatever, we don't want it.
That's ludicrous.
It's just like, what about all the mouths on the back end that you feed
so crazy
of workers, you know?
So my question is, what is like the overall goal? If they're going to cut all this stuff, hey, it's not making us the $1.50 that they want. So we're just going to cut ties with, I don't know, like let's say Home Depot or something. We lose like
or like Macy's,
or Macy's, like so
we're gonna
lose
Target.
we're gonna lose all this fucking money that was technically making us a profit because it's just not enough.
That
doesn't mean you also can't still find work someplace else because we're in the e-commerce age, right? So it's like people are shipping stuff more than ever. Go keep looking for more people that ship stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't make any sense to just drop it and be like, it's not making us enough.
And we don't, I mean, I don't know if you know, but we haven't seen salespeople literally around in forever.
They send messages through the board fucking every day to look for sales leads. And I'm like,
have they been?
Yes. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. You have any idea how crazy it is when they're like, they don't have the sales team? I never see the sales team anymore. I haven't seen the sales team in like
They used to come like once a week.
They used to come once a week.
They would bring cookies and stuff.
They'd be like, hey, man, we're just looking
you
for
see
sales
somebody
leads.
out there.
Yeah, like they would try and like promote stuff and like and sometimes those people would go do work. But yeah, now they're sending it through the board. And they're like, hey, make sure you guys are always looking out for sales.
Really? That's actually, believe it or not, that's the first I've heard of that in a long time. I mean, we used to have a sales lead program where they would pay us for sales leads, like a percentage of the lead that, whatever business you generate.
I never collected any of them.
There was like you sign up, turn in the sales lead, and then you can get money on like a Visa card.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
I think I have.
Now they're just like, just find the fucking leads. Just find them. No, we're not going to fucking pay you.
We're not paying you shit.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Right? Get in there, unload the truck.
And find us packages that are going to be
sorted out,
$2 profit or more.
Find us the work, and then you pay me.
Yeah. Fucking hey.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't think that doesn't fly.
It's fucking.
You'd be surprised. Man. UPS is fucking beasts, bro. I mean, under this current CEO, fuck you, Carol. It's just kind of going to shit, to be honest. And I mean, I get it. They're still making profit. They're doing cutting, which is, I think, where they're making the majority of their profits is from cuts, cutting management, cutting employees, blah, blah, blah.
The thing is, how much are you going to cut? Because if you cut too much of your team, the whole company's going to fall apart.
Well, I mean, I think we discussed it kind of before. Like, she does not want this, and this is actually from one of her quotes. She does not want this to be a place that you have a career anymore. She wants people in and out, turnstile. She wants big turnaround. Get the new 25-year-old in here that I can pay, no amount of money. All you old dogs, we want to get you out of here. You're making too much money. We don't want you.
It's crazy.
So,
yeah, that's wild.
It's so crazy. Because guess what? Here's what's going to happen. If that's what she's going for the Amazon thing, you're going to lose. Amazon is its own beast. You shouldn't even try and really compete with them because they are a distributor, they're a fucking courier. They have their hand in everything. Yeah. So if you think that you're going to go up and compete with that, you're fucking crazy. Because the one thing that UPS offers is incredible service, and we're fucking the best at it. And if you're going to get rid of service solely so you can just fucking dump and go, you're going to fucking lose.
But I mean, I've felt a trend to that for such a long time. I honestly feel like a broken record sometimes talking about how we've just diminished. Honestly, UPS has diminished their own brand. I agree. I got this speech many times as a young driver during PCMs and stuff. They're like, guys, look, we are one of the most expensive shippers. But why? Because we offer the fucking best service. You know your customers, you deliver with a smile, you deliver it correctly in the right place, like behind a pillar or a bush, out of sight, out of mind. All these things that we used to do. And it just seems like it's just fucking nosedive. They're like, fuck service. Nobody cares about service. We just want to deliver the shit. But still at a premium.
Yeah.
Which is
great. Why would anyone use you then? That's the whole point. So if you're just in a dump and go, why would I choose you over, let's say, like if I had the choice, let's say I was like, oh, I could pay more for the same level of service. Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you just go to FedEx. They do dump and go.
Yeah. All the other, all of them do.
Amazon doesn't get out of the truck sometimes. It's just like, I can reach it.
Dude, the Amazon guys, some of them, not all of them, some of them piss me off so much because they'll drive the smallest Amazon car, like the little Amazon van, and they'll block the whole fucking street. And I'm like, dude, I'm in a big truck, and I pulled off to the side so people can get by. Pull your ass over.
Some of them will shit in your driveway.
I don't understand. And then some of them leave it running. It makes me want to jump in the car and drive it down the street.
I don't know if you've seen that video, that chick who's shat in the driveway.
I've seen chickens shat in the driveway. I've seen a couple videos of people peeing in the driveway.
Yeah.
Amazon drivers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're older. They're a little bit
They don't
older
get brakes
videos.
or what?
They're a little older drivers.
Oh.
I mean, we've been trying to organize Amazon. That's like another thing, right? We've been trying to organize those guys. And that's a beast of a job. We're giving it our best shot for sure. It's tough.
Yeah.
But they are treated like shit. And because, they're treated like shit, they offer that whole dump and go service. They're just like, we're trying to get everything out cheap.
They're like, don't you guys
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, you get what you pay for. Exactly.
I always select UPS when I order stuff if it gives me the option.
Yeah.
It's the most expensive on the page.
It is.
But
I mean, it is
what
a
it
better
is,
service.
We're Teamsters.
At least when I drive and deliver, I give people good service because it is more expensive, man.
I feel like I do, and I think a lot of the drivers want to. You know, it's just that's not the answers for management
that's
anymore.
not the model that the management is going for right now. So they get fucking.
Just like you took fucking 2 minutes at that stop, and I'm like, yeah, the guy was, asking about, some services that we have or whatever, or I just said hi and gave him his package, he signed it. Well, fuck, you could have done that in 30 seconds instead of 2 minutes, and it's like I get it, but like,
get it, dude.
Shit,
get off
dude,
my fucking back.
Holy shit,
That's crazy. They like the turnover.
They have these things called like virtual OJSs for UPS, right?
So
virtual OJS is everything. If you guys out there in YouTube and Spotify world don't know, everything a UPS driver does is tracked like to the T, right? The truck has a GPS and all the systems, a telematics system, that'll tell you how fast you're driving, when you stop, all this stuff, right? Plus it's being tracked. Then your board has its own tracker. It has the time you scanned a package in, the time you delivered that package, when you got a signature.
Yep.
Everything. So everything's tracked, right?
Not to mention the camera.
They might as well have a camera up your fucking ass. Like they might as well, right? It just
yeah.
DNA
probably be more
sample,
efficient.
Everything, the whole 9 yards.
Dude, it's ridiculous. And then they'll pull up this virtual OJS thing, right? It's just a paper. Well, they can print it out, but
Yeah.
it's usually on the computer screen. They're like, look, you took 1 minute too long here, 2 minutes too long here. And you're just like, holy shit, what were you doing? And you're like, honestly, I don't you're like, you just brought up 15 1 minute gaps. Like, I don't fucking know. What was shit, I took a drink of water? I don't know. And they will literally try to fire you for that shit. Now, obviously, we have language within the UPS contract that says that they can't fire solely for technology, but they'll fucking harass you for it. They definitely will.
That's crazy.
They'll pull you in there and scrutinize your day. And I've seen them turn a lot of good employees off doing that fucking shit.
Yeah.
They're just like, are you fucking serious? I'm a good employee. I bust my ass for you. I'm one of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, I couldn't remember the time where I just was like, I'm a fucking hard ass worker. I honestly considered myself like a hard worker. I have a fucking great work ethic. And I have a manager fucking questioning me about every fucking little thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Fuck yourself. You want me to be another one of those guys that fucking, plays the game? All right. We can fucking play this game.
Yeah, I feel like management definitely does do that. They kind of shoot themselves in the foot by doing that and creating drivers that are like, okay, dude, this is what you want to fucking do. Everything by the book.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm going to follow Orion.
Yeah, exactly. I loved Orion. So Orion was a system that came out, like a GPS system that tells you where to go next, right? So the company knew that Orion really didn't work, but they paid a shit ton of money for this fucking system.
Orion works. It just needs a team to make it work every day. But here's the thing: they don't want to pay a team to do it. So it's like
it takes so much information,
a lot of information to make it work.
Correctly.
Yeah, and they don't want to pay for that. So why do they give a shit about something if they're not going to just go the 100 with it, dude? Don't fucking.
So the best part, right? They get this system in, they start using it, and the best part about it was like, it was literally a threat from a driver to management to say, oh, I'm going to follow Orion 100% then. They'd be like, oh, you better not. And like, well, why not? You got me this system. You're telling me that I need to follow it 98%.
Yeah.
But you're telling me that I can't follow it 100% because you're going to write me up if I follow it 100%. I swear to you. Salas was actually one of the guys.
Like literally following it, like telling,
Stop
like
for
What's
stop.
your next
where it
stop
goes.
is.
Stop for stop. So it goes like, what is the nearest stop? But here, the way that it originates, and I don't know if they've changed it since, but it's the shortest distance from like the center to your next stop is the way it's done. So sometimes you'll do a stop here, and then like, oh, the next one will be a street over technically because it's technically the shortest distance. But like, it has you bouncing around all fucking day.
You could literally do the same street 3 times Like, it's like, oh, well, but this one's closer, so we're going to hop over to this. This might be on your, 6,000 shelf, but we're going to hop over there. Then we're going to do a few shops up here. Then we're going to come down. We'll hit 2 more on this street, and then we're going to go down here. We'll do, a couple more streets, and then we'll end and go back on that same street you were on. And it was like, what the fuck? But it was like literally a threat to say that you were going to follow it 100%. It was crazy.
Yeah, instead of just following our original system, which was like
Ed.
Which
was driver input created, right? You did the route. You would tell them, dude, this is how I do the route. It's the most efficient. I start down here, work my way up. I got business, so I got to do this business first. Boom, 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 boom. And then, you have this nice system, which worked great.
Still works good.
Yeah. And you could still do stuff, change stuff up during the day and be more efficient. And you usually would. Yeah. Like you'd have a base, but it honestly created a great learning system for other drivers when you have a new route. You're just like, look, I can follow Ed and I know that I'm going to be good. Yeah. Now, once you know the route, you can be like, okay, well, let me knock this piece out because there's 2 stops on the street.
It's like, I have next day air here, but I have 2 stops there. I'll knock that out. Yeah. Or I have to drive down here to do this air, and like maybe I saw an E-rig in the back that's on the same street. So it's like,
boom.
Yeah.
Knock that shit out.
Create some room.
Now, shit's changed.
So they want to make it harder.
Shit is changing. Well, I think what they really generally want to do at the end of the day is it's a piece of technology that they purchased to dumb down the job.
Yeah.
They don't like that a driver knows better than them. I really do feel that way. They don't like that a driver knows the route better than them.
But it's also like they want to implement all those systems so that way they can create these gig jobs later.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm getting to. That is what they're getting to. But they didn't like the driving job being so difficult because difficult. Just like you can't just get in a UPS truck and then give you, 200 stops and go. Like they couldn't put an Amazon driver to do that. But we used to deliver on paper. There was times that Ed went down. And they're like, dude,
sucks.
We don't know how to do it. You guys just go out there and do it. And
it sucks.
As long as you knew the route, dude, you could get it done.
It's
go stop for stop, boom, 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 boom.
Here we go. Just ride down. Fuck, here we go. Just all right.
Yeah. I've delivered on paper before.
It sucks.
But
it's doable. It's just, it sucks.
They want to dumb that down. That way, if we ever strike, if all these things that they can
just get another dum-dum in there.
Yeah, get a dum-dum in there and tell them to follow Orion.
Wow.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the goal is like they want to automate everything, right? And they're starting with buildings, and we got a couple trucks right now.
It's definitely the next biggest thing coming.
Next biggest thing.
Yeah. What do you guys have to deal with automation?
Well, not so much at CVS, thankfully.
Yeah.
That's good.
As far as I know, we have automated warehouses across the country.
CVS?
Yeah, CVS does. Like, I think there's a couple, maybe a few. But for us, luckily, at least to our knowledge, they don't plan on automating anytime soon or ever. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx that.
Well, I don't see them not ever.
Yeah, automating. I mean,
that would be a far cry.
Always expect the worst.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is they're going to see other companies.
Yeah, that's really what happens.
Like, damn, how much you making?
Look at look at those profits.
So I did. I have been to Irvine Albertsons warehouse.
Yeah, scary.
That
Symbotics.
I'd never seen it really in person.
Is it like fully automated?
Like fully functioning, but now that it's fully functioning, it's scary. It's wild. Like, we're walking the dock and you could see their pallets, right? That they load in certain cubing, like in the warehouse world, you have to cube it right or whatever, the measurements. At CVS, we do it manually still. And I'm pretty sure Albertsons does too, but you'll have people that scan boxes and input the measurements and all that, and it goes into the system. Well, now at Irvine Albertsons, all that stuff, when it gets scanned, they make these like perfect pallets. I don't know, as a warehouse guy, it's kind of funny, but you always admire like good looking pallets, right? Yeah. And you walk and I'm looking at all these pallets, same exact cubing, same height, airtight, wrapped nice and tight. Like a human could do that, but it would take them a while.
Yeah, they need to be.
but the system knows, like, okay, like this box measures 5 inches, the other one's 10. It goes here, it goes here. It's just like Tetris, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like robot arms that pick up, palletize. They have like these little carts. I don't even know the names of them. I don't even care for the names because I don't ever want to see that in any warehouse.
That's fucking scary.
There's 3 levels, and it's about 1.5 million, like volume, as in like cases, whatever that it can hold on these 3 levels. And they just have these little robots that literally go like 40, 50 miles an hour up and down an aisle, picks product all day long. Yeah. Luckily for us at CVS, we're pretty lucky because we average about 2 million volume per day.
Yeah.
And that's with humans, you know what I mean? Like no real assistance really besides, you know, the belt lines that go to the guys that palletize it.
And your tote dumper. I saw that the other day when we were.
What
the hell is that?
Man, that fucking tote dumper, that thing sucks, dude.
Tote
That thing is such a waste of money. And if anyone from CVS management is watching, it's such a dumb purchase.
What's a tote dumper?
So we have an issue right at CVS when we get the totes back from the stores. The stores leave them out in the back.
They get all fucked up.
They get fucked up.
Yeah.
You find fucking syringes in there all the time. Like people have to be careful. Like when they're cleaning out the trash, I've seen people, you know, take shits in them.
Oh,
they smell like piss. Because you know when they deliver to the stores, the store employees, they unload it. So if you ever walk into a CVS, you see the gray totes.
Yeah.
That's what we're delivering in. You know, they stock the store. And then whenever I'm pretty sure this is how it works, but whenever the next driver comes, they pick up the old totes and they bring them back.
Okay.
They just leave them in the back of the store, you know, like homeless dudes, you know,
Yeah,
do whatever they want with them.
Yeah, fuck that.
They throw trash. The store employees, they leave if they need to cut open boxes to stock the shelves piece by
Peanuts
piece.
in there and shit.
Yeah, they just leave all the
All
trash
that
in there.
shit.
So when it comes back to the warehouse, the selector that's selecting it has to dump the tote with all the trash. Well, the company thought it was a bright idea to bring in this tote cleaner.
I think it's a good idea.
It's a good idea, but there's a problem
But
to
execution sucks.
Oh, absolutely. It broke down like the first week we had it. So it was out of commission for a while. And then corporate was having a visit, and then all of a sudden it's fixed. So now it's operating.
Oh, it was like one of those was it fucking the guy from Prime Minister from China shows up and they clean
They clean it. Yeah, they clean up, you know. They make us and they make our sanitation department do extra work when corporate's coming. It's all just they put on a show.
Yeah.
And anyway,
They do
this
shit like that.
tote cleaner, whatever the fuck this thing's called.
Yeah.
Usually when the selectors pick the totes, there's 2 in 1 tote, right? So it'll be 2 in 1. And it's easier to grab them. Instead of just grabbing one by one, you're grabbing 2 at a time to put on their cart.
Yeah.
This tote machine, it goes around, and like if you ever see it,
I saw it.
You saw
weird.
it. Yeah,
It was weird.
It goes around and it dumps the trash.
Okay.
Good idea, but the problem is it only does 1 at a time. So the guy on the tote line that's feeding the totes into the modules where all the people select, they're doing it like
In
2 at a
twos.
time. But this machine only does 1 at a time, and it's super slow. It's not fast. It's not like
Well, it's got to
it's
drop
not
dookie
spraying
out.
anything, which is yeah. And it's a belt fed still, and it just does 1 at a time, and then it flips the tote over at the top, and then it dumps the trash.
Was that previously a job? Somebody to do that?
Well, it's a tote line guy's job now. Whoever's in that corner that's working the tote
So-
line.
Yeah.
So previously, would it be a selector's job then to empty out the
Yeah.
trash? Okay.
And the funny part is the selectors are still cleaning trash out of the totes. So it's like it's
not doing
just
shit.
It's not doing shit basically. It's just
But it did
a
create
big waste of money.
But it created a job position, technically.
Well, not really, because it's kind of automated. So they do feed it into the machine. That's about it. But that's the
That's a
tote guy.
job?
That's a tote line. Yeah. But the person that's in that department that
Yeah.
strictly just feeds the totes and the modules, that's all he does all day. It's just tacked on another chore for him to do. And then right next to it, actually, there's a side note, a trash compactor. Pretty cool. Good idea. you know, from the pharmacy, like, because they do a lot of the pharmacies is like kind of in its own little corner.
Yeah.
Upstairs, and they cut open boxes too. So the empty boxes, they go on a trash line, whatever. First day they had this thing running, the tote or the trash, they throw the trash on the line and it goes into this machine and it's a baler. It's basically like an automatic baler.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can't run all day long. It overheated. The motor on it overheated.
Fuck.
Well, that's kind of useless.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we're in a fucking industry where this thing needs to work all day.
They're going to have to put a better motor in that.
Yeah, so, I mean, besides automation, I mean, that's basically what we have. And the two biggest things that are, I guess, quote unquote, automated don't even work. It's just a big waste of money. That's all it was.
Interesting.
Yeah. But as far as that goes, we're pretty solid. But yeah, Albertsons, Irvine, I mean,
Yeah, that's
thankfully
scary.
there's Teamsters that run those machines.
Now, I know you mentioned like the perfect, like nice and square. How long would that take a person to do?
Well, for me, it would take me, depending on what boxes were coming down and the sort, or we call it fingers, but it's sortation, where the guys, you know, they get the boxes and then they palletize the pallet. They make the pallet, they wrap the pallet, and then a guy comes and takes it to the loader. At least a good 30 minutes.
How did you, by chance, watch one of these machines make one?
A little bit. I saw it going down.
How long did it take?
Oh, it was crazy. I watched it for maybe like 2, maybe 3 minutes, just kind of, you know, not just specifically watching it make that one single pallet, but like, you know, just the whole process. And they already had like 3 or 4 layers.
How long do you think it would have taken to finish that pallet?
I mean, I don't work there, but I would assume at least a few minutes.
Damn.
And I'm saying those pallets, perfect cube, perfect height to fit in the whatever trailer it's going in. Dude, it's scary.
It's scary.
We're going to have to show some of the footage of that. I mean, I know we got some.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary. I mean,
that's what's coming for jobs.
That is what's coming.
And if you don't bargain like we did in the CVS contract, I know Albertsons did already. Yeah. That's how, you know, 952 ended up saving those jobs over there.
Yeah.
We actually wanted that in this current CVS contract we're in, and we ended up getting it. So, I mean, if you don't have that, you know, the company's always going to be able to change their process up. Mm-hmm. They're going to come in one day, hey, sorry, guys, but we just spent like $50 million on this new system. We're implementing it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
fucking wild.
Well, we could talk forever, especially about automation.
Oh, yeah. But fuck automation.
Yeah, fuck
automation. In the workplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, other things I'd love automated.
I mean, yeah, there's benefits to it, but when it comes,
the reason I was asking is because like that's impressive. It's such a marvel of technology, but at the same time, like that's costing people's jobs, people's livelihoods. Like people need jobs, obviously, in labor to pay for things. And what's going to happen when we displace, I don't know, 1.5 million jobs with automation? Yeah, like that's a huge number to just displace with automation. Where's the money supposed to come from to feed those families? And then just imagine like all the companies do that. Fucking,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
and it sucks looking at that shit like when it's happening, because you want to feel like, damn, it's actually pretty amazing that they can create something like that. But then at the same time, it's like, fuck that shit. Like it's gonna ruin jobs.
It's gonna ruin jobs. It's going to ruin jobs.
We just got to make sure Teamsters are running those machines when they come.
Yes, sir.
So,
well, it was very nice chatting with you guys today. We're going to have to wrap it up. We got some stuff to do later tonight.
Yep.
I don't know if you want to tell them. It's a steward dinner.
Yeah.
We got the steward dinner going on tonight. Shout out to all the stewards. So you guys are the backbone. Obviously, the members are the the union, right? But stewards, you guys go above and beyond. You guys are still in the shop, on the shop floor, and policing the contracts and helping members. And I remember what it's like being a steward. So shout out to you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the appreciation dinner tonight. We'll wrap it up with that. But thank you guys for tuning in every week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay?
We're trying.
Yeah,
we're
trying.
Tuning in, promise. Tuning in when it shows up.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in when it shows up. We do appreciate you, honestly. Look, I know, we've said it before. It's tough. We don't get paid. George makes double what I do, and I make zero.
Damn.
Fuck. Gary, he has his own parking spot. Him and Salas.
You know what? Fuck Salas.
Do have their own parking spots. So.
On a side note, real quick before we go, since I've been out of work, you guys seen me at the local a little bit more now,
of course,
because hanging out with Silver and just getting business done. But I'm tired of seeing fucking Salvas all the time. Fuck that guy, dude.
Oh gosh,
I don't know how you deal with that guy.
Just seeing him there, and I'm like, what are you?
Just seeing him there,
Yeah,
I could just see him pull
Their
up.
parking spots are right next to each other. You should see all the door dings. But like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Please follow us on Instagram, OCST952.
Email us with all your questions, thoughts, concerns at ocst.000@gmail. Hit us up with all that.
Yeah.
We still have the phone number.
Leave us a voicemail.
Leave us a voicemail. I always forget the number, but I'll put it right here. It'll also be in the description. Call us and send us a funny mail, or even if it's hurtful, go for it. It's funny.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. As we end this.
Yeah. Right.
And fuck Salvas.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
See you.